Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anima, and today we're gonna be discussing some shit. Some serious shit! It's like poop, but mega serious, so poop with a mustache, or maybe poop with a political campaign. That's serious, right? Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about things that are depressing RE friends, regarding friends. I always used to get confused by RE in emails. RE, what are you talking? Number 1! When you remember their birthday and they don't remember yours. It's just the best feeling. I just think, wow, why doesn't that always happen? If you're the kind of person who likes to stay up at midnight because you remember that it is your friend's birthday and you're gonna send them a text at midnight like a real buddy that you are, and they're like, oh, thanks, lol, and you're like, that was birthday. And then it's like your birthday. And then they don't remember. It's the best! When friends change plans on the fly. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? It's this really cool thing that some friends do. When you have plans set in motion, and it's fine that you put things in place to make this thing happen, and your friend is like, you know what, bitch? Let's have it an hour later, or 2 hours earlier, or in another town, or with my mom, or your mom. Please invite your mom. Why do you always keep asking for my mom to come? I honestly don't mind this because I have so many friends that do change plans on the fly. One of my dearest friends is very, very guilty of this, but I've just gotten used to it now. And it's okay. It's actually okay in small increments, or if you're late or like whatever, it's like fine, you know. It's not too good to be too rigid, but sometimes you've made sacrifices to be there. Sometimes you've chosen one event over another if you're not me and have a thriving social life. Sometimes you've just decided to give up a day of wallowing in bed to go there at that time, or, you know, mother of God. I hold my days of wallowing in bed in my own filth and crying over terrible fan fiction very dearly, so this is really awful when plans change and affect me like that. Another thing that friends can do, which is quite depressing, is when they bring a random that you don't know. Again, this has happened to me so many times that I'm completely okay with it. If there's a random person there, fine, as long as it's not Bob the murderer. Sorry, Bob the murderer, but you should just stop stabbing people. Maybe then you'd have more friends, and you should bathe. And this is fine. It's fine, especially if you get along with the random person. But if you don't, and you did not account for them, or if you're not mentally prepared for a random person to be there, and they're just fucking there, you're like, bitch, you stranger! Stranger, bitch! And now you have to deal with the emotional toil of having a random person there exposed to your weirdness when you thought you were in a very weird, safe environment with your other friend. It's bollocks! This is depressing, okay? When you were friends with somebody years ago from your childhood, or from a previous school, or from 2 previous schools ago, or whatever, and you meet them again, and now you're like adults, or at least you're in your late teens, or whatever, you're just older. Let's say there's just been a sizable gap of years. They are not interested in you at all. Like, there was a friend's birthday that I went to, and it was sick. It was so fun. I remember it. I was in year 8. I think I was like 10, 12. I met this awesome person. We got along amazingly, right? I have weird memory about like my childhood sometimes. I remember it really vividly. And we bonded over E-numbers and Darren Shan. 12-year-old me thought, you are the shit. You're the shit, baby! And so I was like, wow, you're awesome. And then the years went by, and then I went to a course that I did before going to university. So I was about 19, so that's like a 7-year gap. And then I meet this person, I saw them again, and their face looked familiar, and I was like, E-numbers. Darren Shan and E-numbers. And I didn't run over to them screaming or anything like that, but I was like, hey, it's you, you're from, do you remember me? We met at so-and-so's, like, birthday, like, so many years ago. And she was kind of like, ah. And I was like, ah. Broke my heart. But that was so depressing. So depressing. If you've read the Darren Shan books, by the way, good on you. They were awesome. Okay, it's another depressing thing, but this time it's the opposite. When you're friends with them years ago, you had a sizable year gap between seeing them again, and you meet them again, they're totally interested in you. Yeah. This is just Bjorkward when this happens. Not like it's happened to me loads of times because I've blossomed into a beautiful Adonis or whatever, but it's just happened enough, like once, for it to be weird. I don't want anyone to endure this event ever again. Okay, so story time! I met somebody at a birthday party, actually. My goodness, I had such a thriving social life as a child. What do I do now? So my friend was having a sleepover for her birthday, and we were like 11. And there was one other girl that they both mutually knew, but I didn't know. I'm telling you, social politics begins really early, except you have to have really close quarters with people and sleep next to them. Actually, kind of sounds like adult socializing, to be honest. Anyway, alarm bells should have gone off, to be honest. The gay alarm should have gone off. There were little signs of the gay. My god, my phone is just beatboxing at me. There should have been signs of the gay, and I should have remembered these signs from when I would eventually see this person in the future. Being 11, I had the social grace of someone who would think it'd be a good idea to show up to a Halloween party dressed as a member of the KKK. Maybe not that extreme, but close. So I'd say all kinds of tragically gay and terribly assertive things like, I don't like pink, I would maintain. I didn't like pink. Bold, because pink is an amazing color. My taste was just awful. And her, having similar sort of social skill, or rather responding to stimuli, she was like, bitch, you don't like pink? Went weird from there. But it developed into a sort of strange thing. Over the course of the evening, she would antagonize me, but laugh at every single thing I said. I remember this. She would laugh at everything I said, but kind of like antagonize me, you know, in the stupid way that woefully misguided people say to their children. If he picks on you, it means that he likes you. Firstly, fuck off and die in a fire. Secondly, that's really unhealthy to teach children. But anyway, so that was the vibe, basically. And we sort of emerged from this evening being friends. And so, years later, again on this course, before uni, it's the same year even, I see her. For all intents and purposes, let's name her Flower, because I'm sick of being like her, he, her, he, ha. I was at a house party. I was 19. So we had this awkward, this exchange. But it wasn't even awkward. It was actually really fun. It was really pleasant. We were like, we get along. And yeah, she was cool. So she was cool, okay? So over the course of that evening, this one had a little too much to drink, so I went into one of the bedrooms just to lie down and just be like, no, you know what, I'm just, I'm gone. I'm just gonna chill now. I threw up a few times, it wasn't very nice. And then Flower comes into the room. I'm lying down on a bed like, and she sits on the bed, and I was like, hello, and she was like, oh, hello, how are you doing? You okay? And I was like, yeah, no. I'm fine though, just leave me alone. I'm okay, just leave me to sleep. I'll just die. Don't worry. And then she got real close, and then she kissed me. Bitch kissed me! Why? No! So many reasons, no! A, I'd thrown up. B, I had a girlfriend, and this was public knowledge, and I'd expressed this to her. C, no. D, no. E, no. We're gonna go all the way down the alphabet until we get to N and O, because no! I'd thrown up even, what the fuck? But my friend actually came in to check on me and saw Flower was there and was like, what are you doing? Anyway, guys, that has been a bunch of things that are depressing about friends. If you enjoyed this and you'd like me to say more things that are depressing about friends, or you want to talk about things that you find depressing about friends in the comments, feel free. I'll probably do a video about like happy stuff friends do, but this is just something that popped into my head and I thought I'd share with you all. Of course, your friends don't have to behave to an immaculate standard, but these are just the things that are a little depressing and irksome. If you did enjoy this video and fancy letting me know, be sure to smack that little like button, subscribe to me as well if you haven't already, to keep up to date with the latest content from yours truly. Catch more videos over here, take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!